Hello people, my name is Rage and welcome one and all to Afterbirth. So you know what? I want a break from killing Mega Satan. I feel like I've made him my bitch enough recently. I think I can leave him in the corner, you know, grasping his wounds, rocking backwards and forward, crying like a baby demon fresh out of the hell portal. That actually just sounds like a really weird euphemism. Oh, the hell portal. Okay, let's just not go down that route. Quality, young, queasy servants never xylophone. Okay, so if you've got a quality servant, they're not going to get distracted and play the xylophone instead of doing their job. Which I guess makes sense as a sentence. You know, that's kind of what you want from your servants, right? Either way, we'll see if we can handle a little bit of keeper action. I'm kind of reasonably confident in our ability to, but we'll have to see. Because, you know, there's every chance things go horribly wrong with this character. Yay! I get to jump, go ahead, and then jump, and then get rid of jump, because that is just not even slightly comparable to the wooden nickel. I mean, seriously, game, is this a joke? Are you playing a joke on me? Because you better be. Oh, you better be. Infinite keys may come in handy on an Excel floor. We might actually have things to open, though. I'm not going to hold my breath because, you know, as a human I do need to breathe. Hey-oh! Oh no, but for real, like, seriously, that expression can just really stop itself. Tinted rock, what do we got? And unfortunately not the small rock, but what it does do is opens up the spider pit, which means it's a lot more approachable, so I don't have to risk the spider pit getting all up in my face, and I think that's generally a good thing. I mean, if anyone threatened you to put if anyone ever threatened you, yes, I am just going to move on like nothing happened. No, I'm not going to even slightly try and justify that. If anyone ever threatened to put you in a pit of something, and it has to be something bad, you know, yeah, like a pit, like I don't know why someone just strangled me. Apparently people don't want to be put in a pit of something, so I got strangled by an unseen force. Oh, wait, that's not a good reaction to that. Somebody just randomly strangles me, and I'm just like, oh, that's not what I should be saying. Oh my word, everyone just forget everything I'm uttering. Damn. Oh, assuming none of them are venomous enough to kill you, would you want a pit of scorpions, a pit of spiders, or a pit of snakes? That's what I'm trying to put across here. Oh, that is definitely the sound that accompanies piercing tears. Triple piercing shot is actually fantastic, like incredibly good. That is presumably going to really help us out there. That is exciting. That's a lot of potential. We are a skinless, revived, piercing badass. Oh, and then we get the haunt. That's, you know, I get really excited, and then this happens, and it's just hard to. Oh, we're dead. You know, I don't want to be pessimistic. You know, I don't like being pessimistic. It's not my thing to generally decide, but we're dead. I knew for a fact, an absolute fact, the second we were facing the haunt with no damage and one hit away from death, that we were dead. No question about it. I was guaranteed, I was convinced, I was 100% decided, I was resigned, I was accepting of my fate, I was willing to stand there and accept wholeheartedly that my doom was nigh, and I am okay with that. I am really okay with that. Now, I also do fully realize it was entirely within my power. Well, actually, The thing is, with the horn, it's very much a surprise! Haha! Blood shower, tears everywhere. There's not real... There's dodging time in the brimstone, definitely, but the tears, not so much. I mean, the dodging really comes from them being in the air and then moving, but obviously I was a little bit too close to the boss. So while I do accept that I could have beaten that fight, I also do really think that it was generally quite a annoyingly difficult situation to be in, let's say. So I'm not too worried. I'm not. And while piercing tears, that's lovely. It's not like we were having the world's best run there, especially with a wasted jump manual. So I'm just going to deal with this for now, I think. Little Horn's kind of annoying, but Triple Shot is actually really good against the black ball of tracking that he likes to follow everywhere. Ooh, I wanted to push it just a little bit on top of him so we can kill him with his own bomb action. I really thought that was going to die, but it didn't, which is so super sad. Give us some tear-ups, Little Horn. That's all I want, my friend. Just some tear-ups. That's all I ever want. Just a few little measly tear-ups. That's all it is. That's all it needs to be. Tear. Well, I mean, it's damage. You know, it's damage. Damage is fine. Damage is nice. We can kind of deal with that because, technically speaking, if you hit all 3 tiers from your triple shot, a damage up is tripled in strength because it's affecting each tier individually. So I would suppose that that's technically true. He was very keen on killing me, but then again, that's the entire point of the enemies. I mean, they're entirely supposed to be very keen on killing you, otherwise they're not doing their job right, and they're just not gonna get paid. That's a tinted rock, I believe. Small rock, go! Well, gold chest, go. That's not bad. I mean, I would assume we're gonna get more than 1 key on this floor, though for now I will definitely be happy with the singular key, because I'd like to get in my item room if that's all the same to you, game. You know, I'd find that very acceptable. I would say that's a coin. That's not an item or a key. I mean, it's definitely not an item. Holy hell, Bomb Spider, you are okay. I mean, fair enough. I can tell that you are very dedicated, and probably I will recommend you for a promotion. I will be like, you know, when it comes to killing me as hard as possible, this Bombfly is doing an outstanding job and setting an exemplary example for the rest of the spiders in the field. And because of this, I would wholeheartedly put him forward for an immediate promotion to the rank of Spider General. And then hopefully that means he will leave me alone from here on out. I hate sudden spiders so much. It's just, I mean, it's... especially on characters that can't take much damage, because look at this. I can't really go too close without it suddenly jumping on my face, but I also can't just stay here for the rest of my life hoping that eventually it decides that now is the time to come out of that hidey hole. So I'm in a very much catch-22 situation here, because I'm damned if I do and I'm damned if I don't. Oh, okay, come on, jump towards me. Genuinely jump towards me, please. Why? Clear the rock! You have the leg strength, Bombfly! I know you do, Bombfly! Bomb Spider, I don't care. Oh, I hit him. I technically hit him there. That's exciting, guys. That's exciting news for this amazing development here. This is ridiculous. Oh, I hit him twice. Ho, ho, ho. Get ready. Ha, ha. I am the slayer of all things, Bomb. Seriously, though, that was ridiculous. Okay. Tinted rock in here that we can't get currently because we lack the bombs. I'm very concerned that we're not going to end up with a key or a bomb in this room. And that does... definitely. Okay, we can at least get our item room, so that's nice. That's very, very good. What have you got for me? Ooh. Ooh. I'm going to take Samson's ball and chain. I think it's just too damn useful an item to pass up on. I really, really do. I think there is too much potential in using it to completely and utterly counter some bosses that rely on tiers, and because of that, I think it's definitely worth it. It's a good defensive item for the keeper, especially as the relic is basically just a very, very slow fly generator in its current state. So, yeah, I'm kind of happy with that. Bomber a key, and neither of those. Okay, that's fine. I mean, I wasn't desperate either way, you know. And I guess it also does have the doubled up side effect of letting me smash open the tinted rock. So I don't really need to find a key now. Come on. That's a coin. Well, I mean, I guess you tried, and that's the important thing. As long as you try your best, nobody can ever blame you. Unless you're, like, being tasked with saving someone's life, in which case they may have a small reason to blame you. Like, I will admit at that point that potentially you maybe should have either let someone more qualified to handle it, or potentially done a little bit better. Like, you were in charge of literally saving. Yeah, I mean, their family's not going to understand that you tried your best. You know, they're definitely going to have issues with that. All right, so that tears up is delicious. Let us move on. I don't know. I'm kind of feeling this run. I'm kind of feeling it. I think we're in a good place. We've had much worse runs. I think that's something we can all agree on. We just need a We just need a few. We just need a and then we'll be completely fine, you know. It's that simple. Oh, come on. What is with the flies and the lemons and the face? The flies and the lemons and the face. That sounds like an episode of some very weird sketch show. Here is the story all about how my fly lord, I'm not gonna die. That would be a Fresh Prince of Bel-Air would definitely be different in that situation. Oh, don't mind if I do. If only this was greed mode, that would be so much more exciting, but it's still obviously very, very nice to get there. The ball and chain will do a little bit of damage, but I don't want to risk getting too close to those worms. And look, we nicely find the item room as we acquire a key. That is just great. Just really, really great. Come on. Oh, and another one. Thank you very much. Oh, yes, please. An extra 2 tears without any tears down. That is just... That's sort of like an evil chef, I think, because he'd laugh like that, but then he'd be, like, really keen to try his latest evil concoction, so he'd be like, but I guess that would be if he was an evil soup chef, maybe not so much meat, unless he's, like, I guess, liquidizing it, but then, can you imagine eating a liquid steak? That would... Ooh, no, that would just be disgusting, because you'd have to just... Oh, even if it was... If it was warm, it would be worse. It'd be like a warm, meaty milkshake. And that just sounds like a terrible euphemism as well. Oh, God, what is it with today? So, the warm, meaty milkshake and the hell portal. I'm so sorry. In every way. I'm just so sorry. Oh, God. Alright, what have you got? Just a replacement bomb and that. Lovely. Who's our boss? Peepster. We can deal with Peepster, hopefully, as long as we have enough room to adequately dodge the things. Though, actually, with Samson's ball and chain, I think I'm overestimating the need to dodge as much as I am, just because we are going to do a lot of damage with all of these tiers. Like, we really are doing a lot of damage. That 2020 was great, and then obviously a pentagram here, that's lovely. We are very much building up to be quite a powerful run here, and that excites me. That excites me in a big way. Oh, yes, it does. Flooded caves, not so much, because that means we gotta face bloodworms, and oh, do I really, really hate the drowned worms. They're just awful. Just the absolute worst. Okay, this is fine. Just gotta keep moving, and then eventually we will kill them all. Eventually, we will kill them all. I kind of hit some of them there, maybe? No, we're still struggling when it comes to that. Hey, there we go. We got him, and that's about it. Come on, be careful now. Be careful. Just gotta keep my health up, and then we should be alright. This is just a brutal room for me right now, because my range and shot speed is really quite low, so I'm struggling to even affect them wherever they pop up. That was very dangerous, worm. That was right next to me. You gotta be careful with that, or somebody might kill you with tears, you know? Could happen. Ooh. I am very happy that I can effectively one-shot these guys. Otherwise, we would be experiencing some very, very bad things happening in this room. Some very, very bad things. Okay, wasn't expecting instant just death on me, so that's lovely. I mean, and by lovely, I mean absolutely horrifying, and my face is, you know, in a permanent... No, I'm not gonna say it again! I'm not gonna say it again! That has happened once, and with all the faux pas that have already happened this episode, we just need to stop, okay? We just need to stop. I just can't keep up with all of the just what comes out my mouth. Why do you people watch me? Sorry, I'm just having a little bit of a breakdown. I have no idea why people watch me. I'm just the worst. And I just have a complete and utter mental crash. So there you go, guys. This was the episode that Rage completely broke. It was a memorable experience by everyone. I want to get rid of them just because of that happening. That specifically, that right there is exactly the reason that I... Okay, everyone. I've stepped away from my computer. I've had a little bit of a cry, a little bit of a calm down, and a little bit of a reevaluation of my spiders. And what my life even, I've evaluated my spiders and found them to be wanting. Basically, I hate everything, but at the same time, you know, I accept I probably could have dodged differently, and you know, there's always a way out of every situation, technically, but I do really want to point out, okay, that the specific combination of getting Samson's ball and chain, accidentally walking through a mushroom, it's a poison cloud and it hits me, walking into the next room, having had pressed the nickel and not got a coin, for the exact same thing to happen immediately, because the room requires me to dodge because it happens to have those specific types of enemies in, I feel like is a very unlucky series of events, and, you know, I feel like I can be not so blamed for that one. Still definitely blamed a little. I could have gone straight into the room, turned around a little, and hoped to shimmy my way through, but for the most part, I think perhaps, just perhaps, I could have got away with that if it wasn't for those meddling worms. But damn, was that unlucky. But it's okay, because you gotta pick yourself up, you gotta dust yourself down, and you gotta go for it. You gotta go for it harder than you've ever gone for it before. You've got to go for it so that the very opposite side of the world is aware that you're going for it, and some such inspirational shenanigans. I don't really know, but the point is, I am so ready for this. Oh, Ragman, Ragman is actually quite a fine boss to fight in this situation. We can do a fair amount of damage to his head before it becomes a spider. In fact, we are pretty consistently killing them, which is just lovely. It really... Oh god, I hate it when he does that. See, he doesn't do it all the time. It seems very sort of random, and this time he was just like, nah, bro, you were talking about how you were actually beating me? I mean, I'm sorry, but really, you're an idiot. I'm actually concerned I'm going to die. I mean, there goes that guy, but at this point, the spiders are going to jump on my face, aren't they? They're going to jump on my face. They are mystic leg days. They are undead, zombie, mummy-based leg days, and they want blood. Alright, well, we got the latch key, so that's lovely, an extra few bits of keys. Still not allowed to heal up, but you know, healing up is for squares. It is for other weirdly, evenly proportioned geometric shapes, and we take no part in this. Alright, well, this is a free room, so hopefully this results in a coin. I really Like really? Like that was 3. That was 3 just there. We had 3 uses and nothing happened. I'm feeling a little bit burned by that, just like those guys as we walked into this room. Feeling a little bit like, did that just happen? But, you know, that's okay. Hey, there we go. And we get a coin. Now that it knows that I had an alternate way to get a coin, it's, of course, more than willing to actually give me one. So, that's fair enough. I feel like I'm having some problems with the keeper today. And in my defense, I am running on like a couple hours sleep because I had to get up really, really early to go and deal with some new house stuff. Namely, lugging a copious amount of furniture for like a good 4 hours or so. And basically, because, you know, I don't like moving, I'm kind of in a sort of, I'm so tired and I just want to lie in a corner and rock myself to sleep and maybe cry a little. And it's kind of put my brain in this sort of, I'm just doing things, yeah, mood. So, of course, during that mood, I decided it would be a great idea to play a character who requires a load of focus, because what's the worst that could happen? I'll tell you the worst that could happen. Triple death. I mean, that is assuming I do die on this run, but given the track record so far, I do think there is a good chance it happens. Retrovision. Not really too bothered about that. And Lucky Foot. Yay! I didn't actually want any sort of damage upgrade. Don't be ridiculous. That would be altogether too useful. Let's roll on, roll up, and roll out. Who we got? Monstro. We can deal with Monstro, definitely. That is absolutely fine. He should, in theory, be quite easy. We're doing a nice amount of damage to him with each spray of the tears. That was a little bit scary, I will admit. I was slightly concerned for our welfare there, but for the most part, he should just slowly die in this corner, because he's the champion that likes to fire tears a lot more than his other counterparts, which is kind of annoying in a situation where I really can't afford to get hit, but c'est la vie. C'est la vie. Monstro kill! Haha! No warning this time. What up? Okay, so technically a little bit of a damage up, so that's nice. Now, I've had my, terrible 2-item rooms game. Goes to the blind, so it's a nice surprise is what you're saying. You're preparing me for a lovely, lovely surprise as I get a really good blind item. I see. That's very thoughtful of you, actually. That's very, very thoughtful, and I'm very happy you wanted to surprise me in such a kind way. I really am. Oh, we got another load to take. This is an annoying L room. Just not that dangerous, but just an irritating amount of spider to kill. I feel like if this game gets another expansion and it adds another round of horrific spider enemies, then at that point, nah, bro, I'm out. I've seen enough. I have definitely seen enough, and I'm just gone. I think it's very fortuitous that we blew up that last spider combination with the final bomb spider. I changed direction there because I'm almost convinced that the boss was where I was heading, and I very much want the item room before that point, because I want to fight the boss with fresh disappointment, you see. So I think that's what we're going to do here. We want full, undistilled disappointment. Let's grab that bomb. What do we got? 2 normal chests. Yay! I believe, magic mushroom. Okay, I don't believe. I take it back completely. Hello? Oh. Ooh. Ooh. Actually, that was a lot more fine than I expected it. It was a lot finer than I was initially giving it credit for being. And pop. Lovely. And we do have an extra key if I want to get one. Hey, this room. Good to see you again. No, really good to see you again. Really nice that you came out today. That's That's fantastic. Really, really awesome. I mean, I'm not salty about anything at all. I would never be salty. That's just ridiculous. Let's not go crazy. I can see forever is wonderful to get, of course. So that is nice. Yep, you're gonna go there, and then you're gonna chase me down, or at least attempt to. No, fair enough. You're doing a pretty good job of chasing me down. You're somehow managing to chase me down, but also avoiding point-blank triple shots. That is some skills on that spider. Some serious skills all up in here. An extra battery, so may as well use that and grab an extra coin. I know I'm not using it nearly as much as I should, and that's definitely my bad. There's also part of me that's like, I just know somehow it's going to go wrong. Every one of those kind of days where everything is definitely going wrong. We're having a kind of Murphy's Law experience, and sometimes that's fine, you know, because they're like, oh, you, Isaac. Oh, you, what are you like? Making me hate life. Haha, you cod. And, I was going to the item room. Damn me. I should have trusted my instincts, for they normally have no lies to tell. Oh, that's a shame. Judgment is okay. Hey, that's actually a... Well, because we just got all the flies in the world, I think it is very worth that we fight this boss right now, because we just put him to a very, very low amount of health without having to really do much at all. That was an annoying way to get hit there. I'm kind of very much upset on that front, but that should be fine. You basically got to move before he... Whoa! You were going for that, weren't you? Weren't you, lad? Oh, crap. Ha 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 ha. Ah, that's fine. What did we get? 2 of spades. Okay. Judgment. Let's blow him up and acquire the money. All right. That was so scary. I think if it wasn't for the sheer ridiculous amount of flies I just got, that's unlucky to find the candle there. If it wasn't for the ridiculous amount of flies I just got, I think I really... genuinely would have died to him there, like, in such a big way. That was terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. And 40 energy, that's kind of nice. Look up, that's fine. And speed up, surprisingly, and an extra 5. That was a lovely little secret room. And there we know where our item room was. We were 1 room away. 1. I'm going to go in here, because if it is a reroll, then I'm going to take it. I've forgotten what 3 does. I don't think it is even slightly an item reroll. I'm going to step on it and see what happens. Alright. I have no idea what that did, but we'll find out. I think 1 and 6 are the ones that I need to worry about if I want item rerolls, so I guess we'll just accept that. We'll break open this. Hopefully we get money instead of a wealth of wealth, which we did. Maybe 3 was a D6 the floor, because I know one of them is that, but obviously we'll never really know, because we have no idea if the floor got D6. We didn't see what the item was beforehand, which kind of puts a crimp in your knowledge. You know, I'm going to gather some evidence, but I'm not going to see about the current state of it before I go see what happens after we implement it, you know, because I'm sure it will be fine. But at this point, I was more than willing to risk pretty much anything. Hello? What are you? Dark Bum? I mean, he is actually completely and utterly useless in every single way, because any hearts that spawn immediately get turned into flies, which means that he has never got any hearts to turn into hearts for me, and therefore, lovely. I mean, at least he's going to become like a mascot, and he can float behind me all day going, yeah, keep it go, I believe in yo. Yeah, I said yo instead of you, because I'm very white, but at least it rhymed. At least it rhymed. Oh, good. A lovely, lovely repelling worm. They're my favorite types of worms. Imagine if you tried to stamp out a worm in real life and your foot just got magnetically forced away from it and you just went flying across the garden. I think at that point you're like, well played, worm. Well played. You get to live. You definitely get to live. That's a doubly troubly boss room, so I don't want to go anywhere near that without first, at the very least, getting the item on this floor. Though I think I'm going to die in this room. Because at this rate, my dodging is just abysmal. Just absolutely abysmal. Fortunately, I brought it back. But damn, that was tragic. Alright. No item room as of yet. I'd very much prefer it if this room was full of the tar ones, because then I could just walk along the line and kill them, but I don't suppose it matters too much. Please don't turn into 2 more. I just killed 2 of them. I don't want to have to kill 2 again. It's just a lot of extra work, you know? Yay! He did it. That's very nice of him. They made a nice little L-shaped blood stain as well. Isn't that just lovely? Don't do it, Boney. Don't do it! Good. Thank you very much. We'll go for this once more. Still really nothing. That cloud of death ever present and looming over me in a big, big way. He should be 1 shot away from death, and then we're far enough away from the other one that getting hit is almost impossible. Okay, shop, what do you got? Oh, good. Thank you very much, Creed, though. Like, for real, thank you very much, my friend, for walking as hard into that bomb as you could. You know, I gotta give you credit where credit is due. You know, big believer in that. And you really earned it, my friend. That was excellent. If you could do that every time I faced you, I'd be over the moon. I'd be absolutely over the moon. I would get rocketed into orbit, have my insides expelled rapidly to my outsides as my crumpled and paste blood everywhere all over space self gets slowly projected round the moon. I would happily do that. Actually, that seems like a terrible price to pay for what is effectively a very, very, very minor advantage in one specific video game when, you know, we have the rest of my life to think about. But who knows? Who knows? Seriously, who? Do you have any idea? No clue! Thanks, Who. Thanks for your comment. You mean you guys don't have a person called Who sat behind you for whenever you need to do that? Peasants! Hey, item room. Good to see you. We're gonna put a bomb there, and we're gonna hope it does work. What am I doing? Why am I following it? In what world am I like, you know, it's a great idea. You know, I nearly died, but hey, that's lovely. That's very convenient, in fact. What are you? Well, I guess we got heals, and perfume is technically the first tangible upgrade we've had all run, so that's just great. Oh my god, what is this room? What is this room? This room is awful in every way. Holy hell! What is going on? This is terrible! This is so terrible! What the crap? What? What? That room might as well just be labelled, "Fuck you, Keeper, sincerely, Isaac Afterbirth." My name has been Rage. I guess I'm not playing this game today. I'm so sorry. Oh man, I'm so sorry. Just a train wreck of a Keeper triple attempt there, wasn't it? Triple attempt for triple shot. I think there's some symbolic loveliness in that, but wow. I should have bombed my way out that room, but I was just so bemused that this was even happening and it even exists as a room. Jeez. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you don't, you know, rail on me too much for this air quotes performance, and I'll see you next time. Like if you enjoyed this, subscribe for more. And yeah, I mean, honestly, sometimes it's good to fail and remind yourself that this game owns you. Oh, goodbye.